Alright guys, we're going to read The Bremen Town Musicians. This book is by Hans Wilhelm. This one is an AR book too. There was once a donkey whose master made him carry sacks to the mill year after year. Now the donkey was getting old and his strength began to fail. When the master realized that the donkey was no use to him anymore, he decided to get rid of him. But the donkey guessed that something bad was in the wind, so he made up his mind to run away. He thought he would take the road to Bremen, where he might get an engagement as a town musician. On the way, he found a dog lying up by the side of the road, panting as if he'd been running for a long time. "Now, hold fast. Why are you so out of breath?" asked the donkey. "Oh dear," said the dog. "I am old and getting weaker every day. I can no longer hunt. My master was going to kill me, but I escaped. Now, how am I going to make a living?" "I will tell you what," said the donkey. "I'm going to Bremen to become a town musician. Come with me. I can play the lute and you can beat the drum." The dog liked the idea, so they walked on together. It was not long before they came to a cat sitting by the roadside, looking as dismal as 3 wet days. "Now then, what is the matter with you, old whisker whipper?" asked the donkey. "Who can be cheerful when his life is in danger?" answered the cat. "Now that I am old, my teeth are getting blunt, and I'd rather sit by the fire than chase after mice. Because of this, my mistress wanted to drown me, so I ran away. But now I don't know what will become of me." "Come with us to Bremen," said the donkey, "and be a town musician. You know how to serenade." The cat liked the idea and went along with them. Soon the 3 runaways passed a yard. A rooster was perched on top of a gate, crowing as loudly as he could. "Your cries are breaking my heart," said the donkey. "What is the matter?" "Tomorrow is Sunday, and I have foretold good weather." "And," said the rooster, "but my mistress is expecting guests and has ordered the cook to cut off my head and put me in the soup. Therefore, I cry with all of my might while I still can." "We'd better come along with us, Redhead," the donkey said. "We're going to Bremen to become the town musicians, and we could use a powerful voice like yours." This sounded perfect for the rooster, so all 4 of them went together. But Bremen was too far to be reached in one day. Towards evening, they came to the forest where they decided to spend the night. The donkey and the dog lay down under a huge tree. The cat found a place along the branches, and the rooster flew up to the top of a tree where he felt safe. But before he went to sleep, the rooster looked all around to the 4 points of a compass. Suddenly he saw a small light shining in the distance. He called out to his friends, "There must be a house over there. Let's go and see," said the donkey. "For this place is not very comfortable. And there might be a few bones," said the dog. They all set off in the direction of the light. It grew larger and larger until it led them to a robber's house, all lit it up. The donkey, who was the tallest, went to the window and looked in. "Well, what do you see?" asked the dog. "What do I see?" answered the donkey. "What do I see?" answered the donkey. "I see a table loaded with wonderful things to eat and to drink, and the robbers are sitting around the table, having a great time." "That would be perfect for us," said the rooster. "Yes, indeed," replied the donkey. "I wish we were there." The 4 friends put their heads together to decide how they might scare off the robbers. Finally, they knew what to do. The donkey placed his forefoot on the windowsill. The dog got on top of the donkey's back. The cat stood on top of the dog. And lastly, the rooster flew up and perched on the cat's head. At the given signal, they all began to perform their music. The donkey brayed, the dog barked, the cat meowed, and the rooster crowed. Then they burst into the room, breaking the window panes. The robbers fled at the dreadful noise. They thought it was some goblin and ran into the forest with utmost terror. The four friends sat down at the table and feasted as if they hadn't eaten for weeks. When they had finished, they put out the lights and looked for places to sleep. The donkey found a comfortable spot outside. The dog lay next to the back door. The cat curled up in the hearth by the warm ashes, and the rooster settled himself in the loft. And since they were all very tired from their very long journey, they soon fell asleep. In the forest, from a safe distance away, the robbers were watching the house the whole time. Shortly after midnight, they saw that no light was burning, and the evening appeared peaceful. "We shouldn't have been such cowards and run away," said their leader. He ordered one of them to go back and check the house. The robber went into the house and found everything very quiet. He went into the kitchen to strike a light, and the cat woke up. Thinking that the cat's glowing eyes were burning coals, the robber held a match to them in order to light it. The cat did not find this funny. He flew into the robber's face, spitting and scratching. The robber screamed in terror and ran to get out through the back door. But the dog was laying there, leaped up, and he bit the robber's leg. The frightened robber rushed into the yard where the donkey struck out and gave him a good kick with his hind foot. The rooster, who had been wakened by all the noise, cried the loudest, "Kick-a-cuckoo!" The robber ran back to the others as fast as he could and said, "Oh dear, in that house there is a gruesome witch. I felt her breath, and she scratched me with her long nails. At the door there stands a monster who grabbed me by the leg with a knife. And in the yard there flies a fierce giant who beat me with his club. And on the roof there sits a judge who cried, 'Bring the thief to me.' I got out of that place as fast as I could." This scared the robbers so much that they never went back to the house again. And the four musicians liked their new home so much that they stayed forever and never actually made it to Bremen town at all. And that is the story, The Bremen Town Musicians. I hope you guys enjoyed it.